When you read now, are there things you've discovered recently or that you're reading now that you're really excited about? Or
I just read a book in ARC that'll be out about the time this podcast probably is, called The Sommelier of Deformity by Nick Yetto. And it's the first book I've read in a long time that I laughed out loud and I gave a blurb for it because honestly, most of the stuff you send, not only do you not blurb it, it's because you didn't have time to read it.
right, right.
And it was such a delight to discover something that you go, oh my God, this is actually funny, and it's goofy, and it really put me in mind of A Confederacy of Dunces. That kind of narrator, that sort of, he's very sort of arrogant and erudite and not self-aware, but and I in fact. I don't know if I should even tell this, but I told Nick Ghetto, his publisher sent me the book, and I sent him a note, and I said, I'm really enjoying this, but I intend to blurb it, but I need to ask you something. And he said, well, if you do decide, then you'll be in good company. And he said some other author, famous author, had decided to blurb it. And I said, let me ask you, did that guy say something about a Confederacy of Dunces in it? And he said, as a matter of fact, he did. And because I didn't want to have the same blurb as the other guy, but it was so put me in mind of it. And he said, I didn't even read Confederacy of Dunces until I'd finished this book. So you go back to what you said about whether you're inspired or imitating. Sometimes it just happens.
Mm-hmm.
You're just down, you're playing in the same sandbox. But that's, if I'm going to recommend a funny book, that's going to be out in July of 2018, I think. And that's a good way to go.
Christopher Moore, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Thanks for listening to our conversation with Christopher Moore.